Hey everyone. Okay, so I have a one book haul for you guys today, and I'm so excited about it. And last time I spent way too much time on like an introduction to the haul on my first take of this, so I'm just gonna dive straight in so I have time to show you everything about the book that I love. And I got the illustrated Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Now, this is weird because I still need to get the first two in the series because I have made the dumb mistake of not actually asking for them for Christmas in the past couple of years. But I'm going to remedy that this Christmas. I'm going to ask for the first one this Christmas and then the second one for my birthday, which is like 3 weeks after Christmas, so it's perfect timing. And yeah, so those two are on the list. And also, I really want the illustrated Fantastic Beasts as well as the Journey Through a History of Magic that the British Library has come out with, which is like a behind the scenes look at their History of Magic exhibition at the British Library, which I think is so cool. And they've done this book for people who, like, they've released it in the UK, but they've also released it in the States for people who can't get to the exhibition, which I think is so cool. And then there's also a book for the exhibition itself that's just called A History of Magic. So I think that's like a guide to the exhibition, and then this is like a behind the scenes look at how the exhibition was created, I guess. I don't really know the difference between the two. But yeah, I also have those two on my list. But anyway, I caved and got this one because it was on really good sale online. It was nearly half off, and then they also had a deal where if you bought 2 or more books and spent more than $10, then you would get $5 off your whole purchase. So that made this like $18 off, which is, you know, nearly 50%. So I thought that was great. And I figured when's the next time that's going to happen? So yeah, I think when I look at the other two, okay, I looked at the first one right when it came out, and I looked at the second one right when it came out. So I think, when I looked at those, I really, really liked them. And I think now I've looked at this in more detail, and so I'm pretty sure all the inside illustrations I like equally in all the books. But again, I'll have to like look at the other two when I get them eventually, because I haven't looked at them since they first came out and I was just flipping through them in the bookstore. But this one is definitely hands down my favorite cover. And it's also just my favorite because it's my favorite story in the Harry Potter books. But yeah, I love this because this is exactly what I would picture the Night Bus to look like. And it also looks quite similar to the movie version, which I thought was great. I think he took certain inspiration for specific scenes and characters from the movie, which I totally agree with, based on which ones he did that for. So, and I really like his take on Ernie, because it's kind of different from the movie version, and I don't remember how he's described in the book, so I quite like that. And what I will do, I also want to say I love that the US one is green font instead of gold. I like the gold. The gold is what's printed on the actual book, on the spine, and I like that, but I've just always really loved green and purple together, so that's fun. And then that's what the naked hardcover looks like. And then this is the whole back cover. And I really love this quote from J.K. Rowling. It says, "Seeing Jim Kay's illustrations moved me profoundly. I love his interpretation of Harry Potter's world, and I feel honored and grateful that he has lent his talent to it." So that's a quote from her. Now I'm going to go into the pictures, and I hope I can show you guys all the ones that I want to show you that were my favorites. First, I'll show you all the Azkaban ones. This is the direct inside cover pictures, or picture, I guess, because it's supposed to be all one. And then That one I think is super cool. I think it's a ship that's wrecked on the island where Azkaban is. And then this is probably my favorite because I really like that door. And then here's another one of Azkaban. And one of my favorite things that Jim Kay does is when he doesn't do a full illustration on a page, he does really cool background kind of detail for the page with the print on it. Like, that's what I love about this particular page. And I'm sorry if I'm holding it weird at any point. It's very heavy, so it's kind of awkward to hold. Okay, here's one that I really liked. This is Harry's broom servicing kit that he gets from Hermione for his birthday. And then there's a great picture of Harry. And I remember really liking how he drew Harry in the first book. I don't really remember how he drew him in the second one, but I remember loving his illustration of Harry in the first. So I really like how he's showing him grow up as he goes along, or the way that he's doing that, I guess. And then this, I love. This is the Weasleys, the newspaper clipping about the Weasleys going to Egypt. Thought that was great. And then here's another example of like background printing. I don't know if you can see that. It's like little diamonds with stuff printed on them. Here's the Monster Book of Monsters, which I saw someone else do a video where they said they didn't agree with the way that it looked, and or not didn't agree with the way it looked, never pictured it that way, and I totally agree. I kind of picture it like it is in the movie, but maybe that's just me. And then here's Aunt Marge's luggage, which I really like. I like cool illustrations of luggage and travel things. And then here's another example of something that's done when there's not a full color illustration, where like the whole page is a different color. I thought that's really cool. Here is Aunt Marge. That's another one I kind of disagree with because I've always pictured Pam Ferris in my head, and in my head, Aunt Marge will never be anyone but Pam Ferris. And it's the same with Trunchbull from Matilda. When I read Matilda and I saw Quentin Blake's illustration, I was like, yes, but no, because Pam Ferris will always be Trunchbull. But that's just me because I saw the movie of Matilda before I read the book, which is not the same that I did with Harry Potter. I did read the book first, but she was just so, she made such an impression as Aunt Marge that now she's the first person I think of. And then here is her blowing up and Vernon. And again, that's not Vernon, but to me that's just because, not even because of Richard Griffiths, but just because Vernon, to my knowledge, is not a brunette. I'm pretty sure he's blonde. So that's just weird. And then Night Bus Ticket, I love that. And this is one of my favorite border illustrations because it's all like really cool looking chess pieces, I think. I want to say they're chess pieces. And then here is Sirius, and I love the way Sirius looks because he looks way more, that's Sirius as Padfoot, of course, and he looks way more like the way they do Padfoot in the 5th film instead of the 3rd film, and I like that so much better. Okay, next we have the Night Bus again, and I like that it is pretty much exactly how it is on the cover, and I just love it because that's exactly how I picture it from the film, so I really, really love it. And I really loved, he does like these kind of along the bottom illustrations, and I really like those. I love that they've got what I think is the Old Bailey. So, I guess Katie, if you're watching this, or Gemma, either one. Tell me if that's the Old Bailey, please. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not totally sure. And then the whole rest of the chapter still has those borders of the chess pieces. And then this is another border that I really love. This is for the Leaky Cauldron, and I just imagine that it's like all kinds of things that you would find in the Leaky Cauldron. And then, or maybe not, I don't know. And then here's a cool one. This is, they're in the animal shop in Diagon Alley because Ron needed, ointment for scabbers, and that's when Hermione got Crookshanks. The chocolate for the Dementor one. And then this is my favorite illustration of Lupin, if you can see him. I really like it when artists do light on people's faces, like candlelight. I think it's really cool. And then this one I thought was amazing. Those are the statues that you see at the gates to the Hogwarts grounds. And this one I thought was hilarious. This is Sir Cadogan running away from his pony. And a cool thing about this whole chapter is this is the Talons and Tea Leaves chapter, and I just realized that he does tea stain rings on the pages to represent that chapter. There's Trelawney, which I can see it. Yeah, I can see her looking like that, totally. And, in my head I picture Emma Thompson, but still, I think Trelawney could very much look like that. Hippogriffs. Love that one. Alright, running low on time here. And then I'm not going to show you guys Snape, because he's one of the ones where I'm like, that's not Snape. But Alan Rickman will always be Snape to me. Here is Lavender Brown doing the ridiculous charm, trying to get rid, of the boggart. And then here is her boggart, which is a mummy, because she's afraid of mummies. And then this is my all-time favorite picture of Crookshanks and Scabbers, because, look at that. That is beautiful. So yeah, I just really love that. And then, what else? What else do we have here? Oh, this is one of my favorite chapter headings. This is Grim Defeat. And it's got a bunch of pages after this that are black with white print, which I think is gorgeous and very appropriate for the chapter. Sorry, I'm having to be picky and choosy now, so I'm kind of skipping ones that I like to get to the ones that I really love. I love this one. This is Fred and George behind the humpback witch's statue while they're waiting for Harry, and I love the way he illustrates them because that's kind of how they look in the film. But here they just look almost more mischievous, which I think is perfect. And then here is half of the Marauders map. That's super cool. And then this is one of my favorite kind of bottom illustrations. This is when the trio overhears the adults talking about Sirius being friends with James and Lily when they're in the Three Broomsticks and they're hiding behind the Christmas tree. And then this is another favorite. This is the trio walking through the snow on the Hogwarts grounds during the Firebolt chapter, so it's at Christmas. That one's really beautiful as well. Alright, not much time left. Oh, that's pretty. Sorry, Sorry, I'm just kind of talking as I go, even though I'm not showing you guys, because I'm trying to get to the ones that I love most. This is a really good one of Buckbeak in Hagrid's hut. And ooh, that is an amazing one of Padfoot, Sirius as Padfoot. Oh no, okay, this may not actually upload. I hope it does. Okay. Don't remember what this one is. I think that's the greenhouse, but that's a pretty amazing greenhouse for herbology class. And then my last favorites are the Patronus one, which should be here soon. Ooh, okay, this is a gorgeous cover, or chapter heading illustration. And then it's like that the whole time. And then we have the Hermione Secret chapter. And, I mean, it was like black with white writing the whole time. And then we get back to the black with white writing in order to lead up to the Patronus. This is the start of the Patronus. And then this is it fully formed when it's going off to stop the Dementor. So I love that. And then that is Hermione and Harry on Buckbeak, which I think is beautiful. And then the last one that I love is towards the very end. This one, which looks like the trio on a brick wall, but I don't really get it. So, like, I don't know, I guess maybe they're, like, studying for exams or something, but I don't get why they're just chilling on the brick wall. I still love it, though. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so I don't even know if this will upload, but hopefully. It's like 18 minutes long, so I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know if you guys have it or are going to get it, or, you know, get it from the library, because it's beautiful. So, yeah, I'm super excited to read this. I think I'm going to get the audiobooks out of the library, or I have copies of the audiobooks, but I just don't have the means to listen on a stereo often. So anyway, I'm gonna get those and reread the first 3 with these editions. And I may even cave and read this one in December. But anyway, I really hope this uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.